This is Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi. My last video on a Windows 10 on a Raspberry Pi was over a year ago. I wanted to wait until I see some significant progress, and finally progress has been delivered, ladies and gentlemen. To be honest, I was a little skeptical. I was not sure about Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi, but to my surprise, Windows 11 on the Pi blew me away. I can actually say that the future is looking good for Windows and Raspberry Pi, but I will let you be the judge of that. As you will see throughout this video, everything is responsive and really satisfying. I have not had any freezing or crashing at any point during the installation or while running Windows. Better yet, the installation process for my Canadian viewers is a breeze, and you don't even need another computer to install it. You can flash Windows directly on the Raspberry Pi OS to an SSD or a USB drive. With that in mind, please make sure you watch the entire video for a step-by-step instructions on how to successfully install Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi. Before we get to work, an SSD is a must to get the best results. Trying to use a micro SD card will lead to a miserable experience, and it just doesn't work. For my viewers who are new to the Raspberry Pi or anyone needing a refresher course on how to install Raspberry Pi OS, please see the link on the top right corner or in the description box at the bottom. This video is specifically for installing Windows 11 on a Raspberry Pi. Now let's get started. First thing first, grab that Raspberry Pi and make sure it has a micro SD card running Raspberry Pi OS. Start it, get a clean formatted SSD, plug it into one of the 3.0 USB ports in the back, and make sure it is connected to the internet. Next, we need to search GitHub WOR and go to this link. Once on GitHub, scroll down and click on Pi Apps. On Pi Apps page, look for this command, copy it, and paste it in the terminal window on your Raspberry Pi. Wait for it to finish installing and exit. Then you need to click on the menu options, look for Pi Apps, and click on it. That will open up Pi Apps. In this search area, you need to search for Windows Flasher. Click on it, click OK, and install Windows Flasher. Now that Windows Flasher is installed, you can close the installer window and look for Windows Flasher on the system menu. It should be located right here. Click on it. As you can see, you have the option to install Windows 10, 11, or a custom OS. Click on Windows 11. I am using a Raspberry Pi 4, so that is what it needs to be. Click Next, select your language. Next, I am using 111 GB SSD. Select your size, hit Next, and flash. This will take a while, so give it all the time it needs. This is what you should see when complete. Click Close, and before your Raspberry Pi reboots, start hitting Escape on the keyboard. You will need to make some setting changes in advance. On this screen, go to Device Manager, then Raspberry Pi Configuration, CPU configuration. You can set it to whatever you like. I recommend at least 2000 MHz. Hit F10, go back, go to display configuration. Make sure it is set at 720 and nothing else should be checked. Hit F10 to save. Go back to advanced configuration. Select disabled to not limit the RAM to 3 GB. I am using an 8 GB Raspberry Pi, by the way. Hit F10 to save. Yes to save the configuration and exit all the way. Hit continue and hit enter to apply all. The Raspberry Pi will reboot and it should launch Windows installation. This part is self-guided and it is basically the same thing as installing Windows on any machine. During your installation, you will see more Windows installation questions, so answer them accordingly. It is all easy stuff. I'm skipping the boring parts. Wi-Fi is still not working. As you can see, I am actually going to skip connecting to the internet. You can always do this part later on. So click on continue with limited setup. At the time of making this video, I was actually in a hotel and I didn't have Ethernet connection. So I went ahead and connected my laptop to the hotel Wi-Fi and ran an Ethernet cable from my laptop to the Raspberry Pi. If you only have Wi-Fi and you need instructions on how to do the same thing I did, hit me up in the comments section and I will drop instructions on how to do that or make a quick video about it. If everything is installed correctly, this is what you should see. To enhance the overall speed and get rid of processes that may slow down your Raspberry Pi, click open the folder icon, right click on this PC, go to Properties, go down to Advanced System Settings, select Advanced tab, Settings, and you want to change this setting to Adjust for best performance. Apply and OK. Last but not least, we need to debloat Windows. Click on Start menu, go to All Apps, and locate Windows Terminal. Select More and Run as Administrator. This will launch Windows PowerShell. Everything you see here is speeded up for convenience. Once your Windows PowerShell terminal is fully loaded, paste this command as shown here. If you need this command, you will find it in the video description at the bottom. If you are not connected to the internet, you will get this error message. So make sure you are online and allow the system enough time to create a restore point. Once that's done, you will see Windows debloater. If you don't see it, look for the blue PowerShell icon in the taskbar. You can disable anything that you don't deem important. For the sake of this video, I am going to go ahead and disable everything. This brings us to the end of this video. I hate to leave, but I'm sure you guys have better things to do. But before you go, please help motivate me to make more content by liking and subscribing if not already subscribed. As always, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one.